Ooh. There we go. Recording. Yay! All right, ladies. Welcome to our weekly Waggle. And I'm excited that you guys are going to be joining me today. I'm still having issues with Zoom, be a star, so we'll figure it out and start getting this so that it can be live streamed to Facebook. I'm not sure why I'm having issues, but I don't know. But anyway, it is Saturday morning. It's the 4th. We are in week 2 of February already. Can you believe that? That's insane to me.
2023.
Right? Like, what happened to January? It just disappeared. It went by really, really fast. So we always start off with some wins for the week. So first, I want to open it up to, I've got Janet here and Serena here and open it up to y'all and so that you can celebrate any of your wins for the week. And then we will go through top in sales, top in recruiting, and where we're at. So do either of you want to share a win for the week?
I made a jot form.
Hey, you know what? I jot forms are kind of like, they're like Google Docs, but they're Google Forms, but they're not. And so what did you make the jot form for?
Just for party registrations and things like that, because I'm pushing myself to do a party. I need to help Leah do a party. Need to help my husband do a party. I just need to jump in, and if I make mistakes, I make mistakes. But at least I'm gonna try.
I don't really see anything as a mistake. I see it as a learning opportunity. You either learn how to do it or you learn how not to do it. Right.
And if you have a couple of friends there, they will generally be very even if they see something that needs to be tweaked, they generally aren't negative about it. They're supportive with their criticism.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. They're always willing to help.
One of the tips that I learned from one of the coaches was definitely doing a after party survey. So giving your guests an opportunity to maybe earn one last free thing from you if they complete a survey for you. And basically it's just a real quick, how they felt about the party, what did they like, what they didn't like, that kind of thing. I can send you the link to mine that I used. Again, this is just something that you can use. Sometimes I bring it in, sometimes I don't. It just depends on how I felt the party went. And if I didn't feel like I got a lot of connection with the guests, this is another opportunity to get, a connection so that you can get contact information, you can stay in contact with them. So just another tool that you can use. Okay. But yeah, definitely using a jot form or a Google form to collect customer care information. Like, but at live parties, we use those customer care forms where we have them fill out their information and are you interested in a party? Are you interested in learning more about? So definitely doing it at virtual parties is just as important. Right? Yeah.
Okay. I would love that.
So that tells me that we're looking at some parties soon with you, right? Yes.
Yeah. Yes, it's time to pull the trigger.
Pull the trigger. Don't make it sound so deadly.
It's not that scary.
It's not that bad. It's not. It won't. I promise.
The only parties I've ever been to were Connie's, so that's what I'm basing it off of. Connie does such an amazing job, and she makes it look. You make it look so easy, but it's not. There's so much that goes into it.
Once you have the foundation, the background foundation set up, the rest of it is just posting the same thing over and the same routine, the same rhythm, the same routine, the same rhythm over and over again. But once you have it set up, either on like a Windows, a Word doc, it's got your script and what you're going to post, or whether you use a third party poster, or whether you even use Tup Social, because we can actually create parties in Tup Social using their storage. So if you have the pro level subscription to your website, you get Tup Social. And with Tup Social, you can use their graphics and add your script to it, or you can upload your graphics and add your script to it. And so you can create an entire party format in your Tup Social, and then use Tup Social to schedule it to post.
Okay.
Just like SendShare or Post My Party or that type of thing. You can do that from Tup Social. Now, the only thing that you can't do, I think you can't like upload your own videos. So like I use videos from YouTube, but I post them as a standalone video and not the link.
Right.
So you can't do that from Tup Social, but you can like post a YouTube link in your script, and then your guests can use the link to go see the video. So
Okay.
but once you get all
I
that
noticed I noticed Tamara posted a video and it said it was from Tup Social, and it was just like panning from one product to another. And that was cool. I like that. It was very,
yeah,
very
Tup
attention.
Social has videos. They have under the current brochures, they have little snippet vids that are, from one product to another product, and they pan in, they pan out, and that type of thing. So, and you can use those definitely. Oh, all right. Well, I'm loving hearing that you're setting up your resources and your foundation to start.
I'm trying. I got my tablet and my phone. That's pretty much what I'm using. So
that's all you need. That's all you need. You just need access to the internet, and you can party. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Awesome. So, Serena, did you have anything that you wanted to share?
We are still doing Valentine's party. Okay. Because I have a pile of phone calls to make this tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but Monday. I'm not gonna bother people on Sunday. Because I'm making phone calls. If I was doing text, I'd be like, yeah, but I'm making phone calls, so I hate calling people on Sunday, because I know a lot of people that's their one day to get some downtime or get stuff done or whatever. So
yeah.
But I'm gonna make those phone calls this week, and I'm going I've got a bunch of things listed on my notes to watch this week. Like watch some Steve Wilshire stuff. And I'm gonna look into the 1, 2, 3 party plan. Because I want to get my live going.
Awesome. I would say that if you feel like you're at, and this is for everyone, if you feel like you're at a place where you're like, I'm overwhelmed, or I don't know what next step to take, or I can't get myself self-motivated to move forward in my business, do a deep dive into one of the coaches, one of the professional coaches out there. Just choose one of them and just do a deep dive with them, because following them will get you motivated and moving in a direction. It will give you more new ideas. It will give you new tips and tricks and ideas, and it will get you motivated. They have plans and processes to kind of give you your next step, and then your next step, and then your next step. And then once you're moving, once you've got that momentum, then it's easier for you to go, okay, I know what I want to do. I know what direction I want to go and keep moving forward that way. I've found that, in the last 12 years that I've been doing this, that, yeah, I'll get to a point where I'm like, I'm stuck. I don't know what next to do. I can't think it through. And just kind of finding one of the coaches out there, Steve Wiltshire, he's fantastic. Steve Wiltshire used to sell, I want to say jewelry. He started in direct sales at 17 when he was in college, and became one of the top sellers in his business. Now, granted, I personally believe that men have a better, they have
They have a leg up.
yeah, they have a leg up in this business because men can, like, women like to be, they like to be told nice things, they like to be pampered, they like to be um, um, complimented by a nice man, right? And
It's
so,
true.
yeah, so he's able to flirt and make, his guests feel good, and that's great. But what he does, though, it translates pretty well. You can still do that. Like, with live parties, there are some things that he does in his live party training that I still do. I answer the door. I, invite the guests in the house. I welcome them. Oh, sorry. I get them a drink, get their small talk. I learned all of that from Steve. And because that makes it kind of more of a party atmosphere, he's really all about turning your parties into parties, like the best party experience. Whereas Melanie from Party Plan 123, she's really more about finding work as outside of your business. So, doing contest boxes, and she has this whole 10 ways of finding parties outside of your party, and, really kind of connecting with people and booking parties. Her real format is booking parties. So just finding a coach that you feel comfortable with, that you connect with, and just going with it. And like Cheryl says, you take the best, you store the rest, and just take one thing away from them and start doing that. And never know where it's going to go. So yeah.
Yeah, and then I finally found Stephanie's letter, the "You've Impressed Me" letter.
Mm-hmm.
I finally found it after digging, and so I'm going to work on tweaking that today. And my idea is folding it, putting it into one of my thank you cards, and then putting it in a big enough bag that I can put maybe a citrus peeler or something small and a piece of chocolate,
Mm-hmm.
and carrying those in my purse.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. Like a little, like, gotcha.
Like a little Katya rack, semi-rack,
A couple years ago, Tupperware had a campaign they did. It was called a talent search, and they have like they have a whole bunch of. I have it on one of these computers. I'll have to download it, where it's got Katya being awesome, and it's this whole thing on, I'm a talent scout or for Tupperware, and I'm always looking for people who are doing great things. So I'll have to find it and download it. It's a lot of fun, and it's got like marketed pictures, and it's all all the same marketing. But yeah, it's kind of
that
like
would be
that.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what her You impressed me, letter, is about.
Right.
I've just got to tweak it to sound like me.
Right. That's definitely one of the things that I always want to impress on everyone, especially if you're using our Razzmatazz Facebook party group. If you're following any of the gurus, if you're using any of their scripts, take a minute, take a beat to reword it so it sounds like you, right? Follow the format of what they're using, definitely, because it works, but change the words to sound more like you. If you call girlfriend, people girlfriends, use the word girlfriend. If you don't, don't. Sorry, make it sound like you, and then use it. And anything that you see me post, anything that you see any of your other Tupper sisters post, and you think it's great, use it. It's etiquette sometimes to stop in and say, hey, this was great. Can I borrow this or can I use this? More often than not, you're going to find that when you ask somebody if you could use their post and their graphics that they posted, that they've already borrowed it from somebody else. So it's not theirs, So, and that's fine. It's not pie. It's very unlikely that everybody on your Facebook group or your Facebook feed are going to be friends with another Tupperware consultant.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your people, your tribe are going to see your posts, and other consultants' tribes are going to see their posts, and they're going to be totally different, and that's fine. So, yeah.
Tina Logan does a great job.
She does a fantastic job. I'm grateful for her all the time. There's quite a few out there who are constantly putting out content for all of us to use. And like I said, but you do need to make sure that you change the wordings to sound like you, because the other thing that that's going to do is it's going to keep Facebook from identifying it as spam. So if you, there's two things that you're going to want to do. The first thing is when you save an image to your desktop or to your computer, your phone or whatever, change the name of the file. Don't leave it that long, that number, letter, whatever, gobbledygook, because when you upload that picture back to Facebook, Facebook will identify it as exactly the same image as the other file that has the same name. So what'll happen is if that other file gets tagged as spam, yours will too, because it's got the same name, the same identifier. So when you save yours, save it as, change the name on your computer. That way it's a totally different file as far as Facebook is concerned. And then when you're posting things, definitely change the wording just a little bit so that the post itself doesn't get, because, say for instance, Serena posts something and she's got somebody who's got it in for her and tags one of her posts as spam. If I turn around and post the exact same thing, Facebook is going to see it and identify it as, oh, that's something that was already flagged as spam. Even though I didn't do anything wrong, Serena probably didn't do anything wrong. She just had somebody that was, being a pain in the butt for the day.
Does Facebook tell you if it thinks it's spam?
Yes. So you'll get a notification from Facebook saying that this is not visible to your Facebook feed because it's been identified as spam. You have an opportunity to appeal it, but those appeals, it's like 1 in 1,000 that ever get okayed. So,
right.
Yeah. But just take the steps ahead of time to make sure your content is representing you. And even things that you copy from Tupperware or from their direct page, just tweak it a little bit, make it sound like you. Yeah.
Okay.
Quick question, Connie.
Yeah.
With the letter, Stephanie mentions, including some business info. should I just simply put maybe the kit flyer and the benefits flyer?
Probably what I would put in is yeah, the kit flyer and then maybe the why Tupperware why now printout.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
Okay.
obviously everything needs to have your contact information on it, you know. You could also, if you have already set up an opportunity like an op chat, or if Stephanie's doing a why Tupperware or why now, or if we are, you can probably put in like a little invitation saying, hey, if you want more information, this is where we're going to be, you know, either on Facebook or if you're actually going to be someplace at a coffee shop. Because that's one of the things that Stephanie also really promotes is, you know, if you're going to do that, set yourself a goal. Give yourself 5, you know, give yourself 10 and hand them out, and then actually have a specific date and time that you're going to be maybe at a local coffee shop and invite them to come and say, hey, you know, I'd love to buy you coffee. If you come and sit down and chat to me for, you know, X amount of time, I will be at, you know, the local Starbucks from blah to blah, you know, and I would love to chat with you, that type of thing. You never know who might show up, and you can sit there and chat with and have an actual connection with. So, but yeah, when you're handing out things, always have something that you can invite those people to come to. So, for instance, Monday night, we've got the sneak peek and the DIQ. Sneak peek would be a great opportunity for you to invite anybody who you're looking at to join your team too, because we're going to be looking at the new March brochure and the new catalog. Yes! And I've seen both, and you are going to be so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
I am too, because I've only ever seen one catalog ever.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you some without going into specifics, because I'm not allowed to go into specifics. But get everybody in your downline on Monday night. Get everybody on. They're gonna want to see this. Okay, they're definitely gonna.
I have Zoom on Monday night. What time is the meeting?
So it starts at 5:00.
5:30 or 5?
It's at 8.
5 would be good. Okay, because my Zoom is until 7.
5 your time.
Yeah, 5 Pacific, 7 Central, 8 Eastern. I'm not sure if it's going to be recorded. I can't remember if they record sneak peeks or not.
Usually,
I can be on.
no.
I can be on as long as it's not after 7, because I do my kids Zoom at 7. So
I mean, the sneak peek is only 30 minutes, and then after that is DIQ training. So you can hop off the DIQ training if you want, but definitely make a note of trying to be on for sneak peek.
For sure.
So here's our some sneak peeks. Okay, 1, if you love purple and you know anybody who loves purple, they want to see what's coming out for March. It's a gorgeous. Okay, and it's exciting, and I can't wait. Number 2, for the new catalog. So Tupperware is going to go back to, they tried it out for 1 year, didn't work so great to have just 2 catalogs. They're going to go back to a 3 catalog year again. So we're going to have a spring catalog that is just going to be for 2 months. And it's just going to be for March and April. So anybody who wants any of the new things that are going to be coming out, or for the sampling, they're going to want to hop on it fast, because they're going to go fast. And because they're only going to be here for 2 months, they're probably not going to be like things will close and then open, close and then open like they have in the catalog because we get more product. That's not going to happen. Once things close, they're going to be closed. So there are going to be some new items added to the new spring catalog. New items. There's going to be some returning items to the spring catalog that I have. No, I don't. Let's just read a note. My favorite spatula is coming back. Okay. My favorite
Is the
special kind.
is my I want and I've wanted and I only have one because I want it. Scoop.
I don't know. I don't think so, actually. I know, but I like it, but I don't think so. But I'll have to check. We'll find out on Monday.
Okay. Yeah, because
I want to have access to all the sneak peek.
well,
so
so
you
yeah,
gotta
we're
make
gonna talk
stars.
about that.
You gotta
I
make
better get
stars.
We gotta get some parties rolling.
Yes. Some items that have not been in the catalog for at least 2 decades are gonna be back.
Whoa.
Which one of them
Wow.
I'm super excited about because it was one of the first things I ever got when I was in my 20s, and I've been wanting one forever, and it's coming back. A couple
man, I'm
items that
excited.
left the
Oh,
catalog recently.
I gotta call Miss Diane.
Yeah.
Because she loves vintage. She loves vintage.
So these are things that, like, anybody who's been around Tupperware for a while, they'll see those and go, oh yeah, and it's going to be awesome. But again, this is only going to be 2 months, and I don't know if they're going to continue on into the summer catalog. So we're going to have 2 months, and then we're going to have a summer catalog, and then they're going to do a launch of the fall catalog. And it's probably going to be back to, we have fall, winter, and spring, summer like the last time. I don't know specifically yet, but we're going to go back to a 3 catalog year. So that'll be good, I think. I feel like because they'll be able to put in holiday stuff for the fall catalog that doesn't continue on after the holidays. And that was part of the issue with the fall winter catalog, is that you couldn't really put in holiday stuff into the catalog because the catalog was going to go further than December. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. It'll be exciting. So Janet was saying, she's like, well, I want to know about all the sneak peek stuff. Well, there's a couple different ways. One, you come to the sneak peek on Monday night, and you're going to notice that it's early, right? It's early this month.
Mm-hmm.
That's because of director, the leadership symposium or leadership. I can't think of the word right now. They're all going to be in
Summit.
Summit. There you go, Director Summit. So Director Summit is coming next week. Historically, that means a big special offer comes out of Director Summit. So keep an eye out for that. Start gearing up and making contacts with your customers and downline consultants. And what I would say is probably anybody who has fallen off your team, if they were a previous consultant, you might want to start kind of getting in contact with them as well, because historically we have had like a last push exciting offer for joining. So we'll see what happens. It's like a TNT challenge normally at the end of Summit. So we'll see what happens. That'll be exciting. But to get in on the sneak peeks of the sneak peek, you have to step up to Star Manager and be on the Sparkle team. So on the Sparkle team, Monday mornings is another really kind of casual training environment with Stephanie, where she kind of does a deep dive into what other topic she is really, really heavy and interested in. Or sometimes you're going to get to learn Stephanie a bit. Stephanie, I love you, Stephanie, because she can see these. We post these, right, in our Facebook group. I love you, Stephanie. Stephanie cannot play poker. She has a terrible tell. And even I used to laugh about it back in the day, because the week prior to the end of the month, Stephanie would start training on products or systems that had nothing to do with a current special that was going on. And we're like, what's all this about? And then sure enough, it would be the host gift special or the recruiting special or something. We're like, okay, we got your tail. We know what's coming up, right? So, um, but Stephanie, and sometimes she will train on that as well, like for the Sparkle team. So she'll start getting us geared up for what's coming up next and getting some extra trainings in. And it's just that 1 hour of like inclusive, real casual, also getting more voices because it at the Sparkle team, pretty much everybody chimes in about, how they're doing or ideas that they've used or tips and tricks that they've used. And so you get more of a round robin effect of training from different individuals and their experiences. So it's not always just one voice, always. So that's awesome. Sparkle Team is always open to everybody to join us. It is Monday mornings, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. No, 1 p.m. Eastern. So 10 a.m. Pacific to 1 p.m. Eastern, whatever you are in between. And then if you are titled at Star Manager and above, you are invited to stay on periodically to see sneak peek things that are happening, that are going to be coming out. And she does that so that she can get the leadership geared up to help their consultants and their teams. So I always appreciate that, so that it gives us a little bit of a heads up so that we can, start looking for, like graphics and past posts and things like that we can help, our team members succeed. So that's going to be exciting. So if you want in on the secrets, you gotta step up to Star. And right now is the perfect time to do that, right? Because we've got the step up challenge
and the trip money.
Yeah. So Serena, what are those? What's that program?
Every time you step up, between now and the end of March sales month, you will earn a $250 value business party pack from Tupperware. So it can have some amazing things in it. And your name will go into a drawing for a $2,000 credit line for travel to wherever you want to go from Tupperware.
Wouldn't that be awesome? Like,
yes,
step up now, and Tupperware could be paying for all of your travel to Jubilee, right? Or wherever you want to go. So
I'm trying to soak it all in.
Okay, so let's talk about what takes a step up. From the consultant level, what step up means is you as a consultant personally need to have 3 active first level recruits. So 3 people that you have personally signed up and joined your team who are active and are in active status. Now, if you have somebody who is in inactive status, they would have to become active. Once they become active, they would still count for you. Okay. But you do have to have 3 people who are in active status. And when they sign up, they are automatically active for 4 months. Okay.
Right.
So if you say have several people underneath you who are inactive, the easiest way to build your active level is to recruit new people because they're going to be automatically active. Now, we don't want to say that we don't want to help those who are inactive become active again. But like I always say, it is easier to stay active than it is to become active again. Because to stay active might mean $70 in sales this month. To become active again means $350 in sales. Right. So it's easier to stay active. So definitely checking out where you are as far as your red line is. Do you have anybody who is in the red zone who might fall inactive this month? You do, but to be at a manager level, you have to have 3 that are in the active status. Okay. And that means continuing on too. So to step up this month, you need 3. And then next month to stay paid at title, you still need 3 active. So you need those 3 to remain active, or you need to continuously add new consultants to your team. Okay.
Okay.
You as a personal consultant also need to submit $500 in personal sales in this month. So when you step up, all of those things that you have to do have to be done in that 1 month period of time. If you don't step up in that month period of time, clock starts over at the first of the next sales month, and you start all over again.
That doesn't count like if I'm closing out a party and it's a $500 party, even though I ran the party for 2 months or whatever.
Right. So that only means the sales are in this month.
Okay.
Right. So like Janet said, you can have a party that's been open for a while and the sales happened last month or in December. Those sales don't count for this sales month. They count for the party, but they don't count for the sales month.
Right.
You've already been paid on that commission.
Right.
You've already gotten a reward for those sales. So the sales of $500 have to be in this month.
Okay.
So you personally have to submit $500 in sales this month. You personally have to have 3 registered active consultants under you. All right.
Okay.
Then all of you as a unit, so you plus the 3 that are underneath you, your mother, sister, best friend, and anybody that they bring into the business 3 levels deep, submit $3,000 in sales for the month.
Okay.
So for instance, let's say you bring in, Sally, Becky, and Penny brings in Donna, right?
Okay.
All of you together, Sally, Becky, Penny, Donna, and you submit $3,000 together. You, as the top line of that unit, would step up to manager.
Okay.
Okay, does that make sense?
Yes.
So it makes sense that the more people you have on your team, the easier it is for you to step up, because if they're coming in and we're helping mentor each one of them, at the very least submit their first award, right, of $99 to earn their first order award, and at least helping them hit their first jumpstart level of submitting $500 in sales or their first party. It spreads out along those people, right? So to step up to manager, you just got to remember the 3s. You need 3 active consultants. You need $3,000 between all of you. You plus 3 levels deep to submit $3,000 as a unit, and you will step up to manager. Now, and you have to submit your own $500 in personal sales. Okay. To step up from manager to star, or even consultant to star, because I've seen actually somebody step up from consultant all the way to executive. That was like, woo. So for star manager, same personal requirements. You have to submit $500 in personal sales. You have to have 6 active recruits underneath you. And then together, your unit has to submit $6,000. And then to step up to the top level manager, which is executive, you need to do your personal 500, have 9 personal registered recruits, and then you plus everybody under you 3 levels deep submit $9,000. So stepping up past manager is, at that point, is about helping those underneath you step up to leadership as well. Because you figure if you have 3, we'll say 4 registered recruits, and each one of them steps up to manager, that's going to push you all the way up to exec.
Oh, wow.
Because
I thought they just bypass you.
No. People underneath you are going to stay underneath you until you hit director.
Wow.
Or they promote out to director. So you can stay at the top of your manager level, as long as you are hitting your minimum, your $500 minimum, and you have the number of active recruits underneath you that you need, personal recruits, you will continue to stay up. Now, let's say I end up only having 3 personal recruits underneath me, but you end up having 6 personal recruits underneath you. And I do my 500, you do your 500, and you and your 6 do 6,000. That's going to put me at manager because I only have 3 recruits underneath me, right?
Mm-hmm.
You will go to star manager because you will have 6 recruits under you, but you will technically still be under me because you're still,
Right.
I'm still a manager and I will still get sales credit for all of the 3 levels underneath me.
Okay.
So technically you'll still be paid at a title higher, but I will still get credit for.
We'll still do my upline, yeah.
Yeah, I'll still be your upline till you pass me at director, which you can.
Oh my goodness.
Which you totally can. So when you're looking at your like your promotions are only limited by how far you want to go. They are never limited by the people who are in front of you, ever. Like I said, you could step up to star, you could step up to executive, and I could still be at manager because I don't have the personal recruits underneath me.
Okay.
But just because I'm not going anywhere doesn't mean that you can't go anywhere. One of the wonderful things about being in direct sales as opposed to like working at Walmart where you can only step up when a position is open, right? All the positions are always open to you in direct sales. It's just a matter of how hard you want to work and how far you want to go to get to them.
Right.
So, but right now is definitely the time you want to step up because you're going to get those extra goodies from Tupperware right now.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, we're getting down to it. Does anybody have anything else that they want to chat about? We are, Serena, you did mention the Valentine's Day party. We are going to have the mega party. It's on the 11th. It's going to run from Thursday to Saturday. So posts will start on Thursday. And we'll go live on Saturday. So I am looking for 4 team members who want to volunteer and come hang out with us. Yes, Serena.
I'm gonna try and use it as a party. So I'm gonna start inviting people and updating my introduction and all of that. So but I had to show you this because I just remembered I ordered my going to be my feely mealy bag yesterday, and because I found this at the dollar store.
Adventure awaits.
That's the name of my team.
I love cool. It's kind of fun. Stephanie did, if you missed them, Stephanie did quite a few trainings this last week on a lot of oldies but goodie ideas for your live parties that are a lot of fun. Just bringing back the fun back to being at parties. To have a successful party, I've only had a couple, but successful parties need to be a party. It's not just you standing up there going, this is this, this is that, this is what it does. Right. Don't get me wrong. You want to stand up there and go, okay, well, these are the freezer mates, and this is what they do, and this is why they do what they do, and this is why you want them in your. That's great. But bringing some fun to the party is going to make your guests remember you and want to party with you again. because
Food and fun.
that's
The
food, fun, and
two
friends.
live parties I've done most recently,
Games.
I was doing the cooking in the stack cooker, and I didn't like bombard them with facts or anything. What they did is they kind of took over the fun part, and which was fine because it worked out, because they pulled out the catalog and they were like, ooh, I like this. And they would ask me a question and they would get a ticket. So when they started getting tickets, then the other ladies are like, oh, let me pull up my catalog. And so it turned into the party fun environment, but in a casual way.
Right.
Yeah.
So once they realized they were going to get tickets for asking me a question, which I had told them that at the beginning of the party, every time you ask me a question, you get a ticket.
Right.
And they didn't realize that just their conversation was going to involve tickets until then. And then once it did, all heck broke loose. And
That's a good idea.
But
I
I
think
was in the middle of cooking the chicken, and it was great. I mean, between Kim's ideas of the chicken and cake and Stephanie, I took a little bit of Kim, a little bit of Stephanie, a little bit of Connie.
That's what you do. You figure out what works best for you, of the different tips that you learn from all these different individuals, and you conglomerate it all up to find your best party plan, your best party,
And a little bit of Jane. I had to have a little bit of Jane in there.
So I love like Kim's idea of starting the chicken early. I start my chicken 15 minutes before my party starts. That way I know that it's about 15 minutes into the party, chicken's going to be done. And so then we can take it out. I can talk about the stack cooker then, because when they're walking in the door, it already smells like cooking chicken, right? It's already like, oh, what is that? And that gives me an opportunity to engage the guests, because I have guests. Take it out, shred it, and everything else like that. I asked the host, could you go and wipe this out really fast for us, because we're going to use this for the cake. And that gives them an opportunity to see how quick and easy it's cleanable, how easy it's usable. And during that period of time, I can be doing something else. So, and yeah, definitely playing a game. I always play a game that has something to do with what I want to get from my guests. A lot of times I do a purse scavenger hunt. So I have them, okay, ladies, grab your purses. No, it's not shopping time. We're going to play a game. Grab your purses. And I get a big bowl, a Tupperware bowl, so we like a specific bowl. Okay, here's what we're going to do. The first one to throw in the item that I call for gets X amount of auction bucks or tickets or whatever into the drawing. Okay, all right. And so then I ask things for like car keys, something pink, something flexible, a picture of their family, a souvenir or a ticket to something fun, a dime, a quarter, a nickel, a super shiny penny. What else do we like? We just a bunch of different things. And that's my opportunity chat right there. Then I just go through a credit card. Does anybody have $100 bill?
I was going to say credit card. You can see what if they have a credit card they can use.
A credit card. And I tell them, like, it has to be a credit card. It can't be a debit card. It has to be a credit card. Because then I tell them about how Tupperware can help keep you debt free by being able to party your way to making your credit card payment each month, or whatever payment it is that you need to make. The car keys, you can earn a free car with Tupperware. The souvenir or the travel ticket, with Tupperware, you can earn travel trips. Tupperware will pay you $3,000 when you stop to director and the WOW program. All those different things I'm able to give the benefits of joining my team through a fun game that they've just earned tickets into the end drawing, right? So definitely play fun games, but make the games worth something for your time. They're not just filler time. But yeah. So yeah, I'm excited. I have a party on Tuesday. That's why we're not going to be doing celebrate cooking on Tuesday. She's finally having her party. I'm trying to keep all of my parties off of Tuesdays, but she's like, well, the only time my mom can be there. I'm like, okay, we'll be there. So
Well, we ordered our stack cooker, so I want to try to do tacos, and then I can use my stack cooker and my chopper to do the fixings, and then the stack cooker can do like the hamburger and the refried beans, or
yeah,
whatever.
Oh yeah.
absolutely. I do.
And that's pretty cheap too.
I do the taco meat in the middle one with the colander, and I do rice-a-roni Spanish rice or Mexican rice in the bottom one at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah, layered while it's cooking, and it all comes out. And then I use my
The grease doesn't go down into the bottom.
no. So what I put grease, the colander in the second one in the two quart casserole, and then I put the rice-a-roni in the 3-quart casserole underneath it, so it stacks up.
Good idea.
So the 2-quart casserole catches the grease. The 3-quart casserole does the rice underneath. And you can even, if you can even invert the top one and do your refried beans on the top.
Yeah.
That one is I run the meat through twice. So I do it for like 3 or 4 minutes the first time, then chop it up again, spread it around, and then the second time around, then it's gonna go for like maybe 2 more minutes. And then I would put the refried beans in the top because they don't take as long, and heat those through. And then you've got a 3-course, Mexican meal plus your tacos. Then you take your hamburger for your tacos. While that's cooking, you're making your salsa in your supersonic chopper, right?
Right.
When you're done with that,
lettuce, olives, all that stuff.
So then you take your salsa out of your supersonic chopper, store it in a bowl that you've got, your junior that's both perfect. When your hamburger is done, take your hamburger, put it into your supersonic chopper, give it a couple of pulls, and it's going to make it nice and fine, like that restaurant style hamburger.
Yeah.
That's going to help you stretch your budget, right? It's going to make it that nice fine texture. And it's also going to distribute the flavors of your salsa into your hamburger meat. So yeah, but it's a lot of fun.
I'm excited. The only thing was when we ordered the stack cooker, and then being the upline for my husband, I was supposed to have the Premia glass sets for $20, and I can't find it in my awards anywhere.
It might not have dropped yet, because sometimes it takes up to 2 weeks for the month-long ones to drop yet. You can check in the menu drop down under sales, all the way at the bottom. It has the awards listing.
Yeah, that's where I go.
And you should be able to see what's coming up and when it's going to open. I know that they've had some backlog. I know, like, I got notification that my Brownie Wise awards were going to be backlogged, and a couple others. So yeah, you just gotta have to keep checking to see when they're going to be open. You can check the
pals list,
because I don't want you to miss them. I have missed awards, and that's not fun. So
yeah.
All right, ladies. Well, hopefully everybody is going to be on Monday night. I hope to see you guys on Monday night. It's a sneak peek. It's going to be super fun, exciting. Yay. Again, we are going to have our mega party is going to run from Thursday until Saturday of next week. So this is the opportunity for you to invite your own guests as your own host, or invite a host to have a Facebook party with us, and they can invite their guests to the group. And it's going to be all about Galentine's and fun. And we're going to be showcasing all of the February items. We're going to be making chocolate ice cream and storing in our freezer mates. So you definitely want to stop by. And
I love my freezer mates.
I like.
I just need some more.
And like, have y'all seen Serena's post that she posted about this set here, about how you can either purchase the big set and the catalog, or you can purchase 3 of this set for less and get more. Have you seen that post? If you haven't seen that
I'm not
post,
sure if I have it, but I'll go look.
do what? No.
If you don't have it, I put it in the teen chat, and I put it in the I can put did I put it in the hive?
Yes. So you did post it to the Facebook group. And
Okay.
Then I've seen it.
yeah, I'll bump it. I'll
But
bump
yeah.
the post. So I mean,
Because my
that is
mom, the reason I figured that out is because my mom, she ordered 3 sets.
and you get 2 extra
So-
pieces when you order the 3 sets for less.
No, you get 15 pieces versus 8.
Oh, right.
That's right. I did see
You
that.
get almost double.
You get almost double. Oh yeah. So I'm like, that's a great deal right there. Like, that's crazy. So, all right, ladies. Well, thank you for hopping on with me. I will see you guys on Monday. Have an awesome weekend. And
You too, you guys.
go be the star that we know you are. So we'll see you guys later.
Okay, bye-bye.